Hello once again, and welcome back to another haphazard episode with your host, Lance Jeffrey Renard. Here, let me close this window. Dreadfully sorry about all of that. I just went and saw the doctor about having this stroke fixed, taking part of my brain that's been shut out and opening the vein that's been blocked for about a month now. From plaque, from goo, from stuff that little chunks of sand built up over years, over like 15, 20 years. That stuff happens and you lose your circulation, and the circulation doesn't get to a part of the brain. Well, I work and have worked in all of my episodes that you've seen, working in a FEMA capacity, which means I'm working in a federal capacity but not getting paid to do that. Money's coming out of my pocket. The money I make and the gift that I make for the people, I do for the people, whether or not it is the people or the police, to assist and to aid. If I notice somebody getting in the way of the assistance and the help of the people, I am there to help as best that I know how. So now, I had a stroke. And, I've been going through that detail and trying to communicate properly since this has happened. And I am learning, well, if you Google Lance Renard and you look at the cards, 777, the Angels cards, you will see that is linked up to a lot of ancient details. That is the basis of all knowledge that we have in the world. Now, I created those cards like 30 years ago. Actually, it was over that. They sat in a closet. The deck 777. I created them for the people. At first, I was told not to allow this to people. There's too much power, too much information, and it can be used for evil as well. Good things. So the differentiations that have occurred over these past few weeks especially has brought a lot to mind in my realities that other people don't quite get to because they don't do the kind of work that I have done. And this has helped me in recovering so quickly, having a stroke, is the exercises and the stresses that I've used in my brain to calculate the realities of our lives and what we're dealing with in our lives. And so the reason I'm mentioning this in this episode is that it's how we work ourselves, how we care for other people. I just went to I get Social Security because I'm over 64, and I just got a notification from the Social Security Administration, that they're cutting off like $300 of my money, $250 a month is being taken away from my common amount of money. Well, I have a son who's 21 years old. You can check him out on YouTube, and you can find him in Google, Seven Sky Music. And this son of mine, a very unique individual himself, connected with the Hendrix, Jimi Hendrix, you heard of Jimi Hendrix? Anyway, his family and his knowledge in music is stout. It's amazing. However, why is the federal government cutting money from my amount when I'm doing everything that I do for free to the people? I take my money to aid and assist people. That's what I do for a living. That's what I've done for a living since I've gotten paid for the federal government. Well, I'm not paid I'm only paid by Social Security. My Social Security amounts, which isn't that much. And so at any rate, I just think it's a little strange when I think about it. You're taking my money away when all I'm doing is helping the American people and their way of life and their efforts that I am creating to only do good for people and help people. Like I've said, I've worked with police, I've worked with the people. I do work for the people. I'm here for the people and our way of life and the world's way of life. Not just America's way of life, but the entire world. So don't you think it's a little curious that I'm giving them everything that I have to help and work for the people and assist the people, and what I'm getting back from them is less money from them? A little strange, in my humble opinion, but I'm going to carry on. I find my cash mainly has been by disseminating weed and going. And if you go through all of my videos and you look at all the different times that I've been working, talking about the American people and helping people, that's what I do. I have been an agent for the people. And yeah, secret agent for the people. Can I do things that are special talents? Well, yeah, of course I can. That's what makes me a specialist. How many levels of exams have I taken? 52. Go to talk to any police officer and ask him how many federal emergency management mitigation trainings have he taken, and the police officer will say, there's a railroad coming up, right, boom, boom. The police officers will tell you it's been about 4 to 5 exams that he's taken for Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA. Well, the this certificate that you see that I've shown before for FEMA and from FEMA wasn't sent from FEMA. It was sent by the Department of Homeland Security. Department of Homeland Security. Well, why would they send me a certificate to be openly shown from the Department of Homeland Security? Now, if you don't know who the Department of Homeland Security is, they're over the CIA, they're over the FBI, they're over the Secret Service, they are above all of it. They're over FEMA. They are the people that are over everything that it deals with security of our Homeland Security. What do I consider to be the Homeland Security? Well, the people that work for the good of the people and for a better life for the people. And if somebody wants to get in the way of that, then I get in the way of them. And I'm not one to talk about a lot of the things. You go, well, you can tell me about it in me YouTube videos. Well, no, actually I can't. If I expose too much of who and how and why I am. I mean, this didn't happen. When you look at my old videos that happened a year ago, and you look at YouTube videos that I put out a year ago, you're going to see all sorts of different ideas and situations and information that have to do with how people think and what we are taught. When you look at our schools, obviously, when you start scrutinizing the details, you can see that we're being lied in pretty much all ways. Always. The insanity of the lies are just, wow, beyond its scope. It's beyond scope. And so in the beginning of my YouTube videos, you can see that I was talking about other lies, and now I'm showing some realities that are going on in my life, like having a stroke and being able to communicate to you in this fashion, in these details, within 19 days of having a stroke. I mean, how does that happen? How do you communicate in this kind of efficiency, effectiveness? How do you do that? Well, it's in my humble opinion, it's pretty special. And I'm not unique in my special only, but it takes a lot of training to become where I am today in my world. And so throughout my next few videos, I'm going to be showing some of the talents that I make to protect people. You might say, well, they're weapons. Well, yeah, but see, good and evil can be used in it's like Solomon said. Solomon the wise. Solomon had a lot of information. He called everything a demon. There were no angels. It was all demons. They were all demons. There were no angels. Why is the reason for that, you might think? And the reality of the fact is that all things can be worked for evil or for good, depending on how it's used for, what the intent of the direction of your information is. Is it helpful to people, or is it damaging people? And very often you make nice knives and blades and fine edges so that they can be used for good, not just for evil. People get so focused on evil all the time. Evil, evil, evil. Well, get your ass out of your ass, man. Start thinking about being helpful for people, for doing good for people. Considering what the good things that you can do to help people are, and then focus on that in your life. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to continue to do. Now I'm going to head to Florida, and with my meager little bit amount that the Social Security will give me now, they just keep whittling it away. The more I help them, the more they bang me in the butt, so to speak, or take away my abilities. So that ain't going to happen, gang. They're not going to stop me. They're not going to stop me in any of these details. Now, once again, as usual, I always say it's going to take me about 2 hours to upload this video. It's worth it. It's worth the trouble, and it's worth the knowledge for me to give you that which I know and that which is happening now in our lives. And hopefully Pepe, my kitty cat, I've got a cat, believe it or not, a familiar you might call, named Pepe. And Pepe is a special animal. It's a cat. Well, it's a dog in a cat's body. Pepe. I'll go see if Pepe's in there before I sign this off, because like I said, this is going to take forever to upload this. Oh, my hair was out of line, out of place. So, right, I'm going to go ahead, and here's the barn, the house, and there's Pepe. Pepe, what are you doing, buddy? I'm just saying hi to the gang. Do you want to say hi to the gang? Pepe, Pepe, Pepe. Wow. So, at signing, I will say that Pepe and I, you guys take care, and I'll make sure that we show you that which is important in our world, that which is our good in our world, and that will help you in our world. So, like, comment, and do all that other crap. Talk to you soon, and thanks. Thanks for listening to this much. And Pepe, 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 say goodbye. Goodbye. Meow. Thanks, guys.